welcome to our live on Black Sewing Network. And for those that are new here, Black Sewing Network is a network that celebrates and amplifies Black voices in the sewing community. We do lives every single day. So if you want to check out our live schedule and the different projects we're working on, go to www.blacksewingnetwork.com. It is also linked in the description. Okay, typically we go live here from this platform on Sundays for our Sunday service group solo. But today I'm super excited because I will be making one of our latest additions to our merch lineup, one of our zipper pouches. Hello everybody. So we're on live if you're watching the replay. So if you hear me responding to people, that is because this is was originally a live. It's not a pre-recorded so long. So welcome in everybody. Thank you so much for being here, even though I'm a little bit late. Listen, a little bit late, but never ugly. So last week we did another version of the pouch. So we did the smaller version of the pouch last week, right? We had a good old time. The pouch, this is the smaller version of the pouch, but it does fit a lot of stuff. Typically, I put toiletries in it. Toiletries, my makeup, I use it for my makeup kit. So I'll be showing examples of that. But today, so this is the BSN or Black Sewing Network um circle logo, our classic logo. Okay, I'm here, mind y'all business. I need y'all to be on best behavior for company. I need y'all to be on your best behavior for company. Okay, today we're doing the big boy. Okay, and I actually think even though it's bigger, it's a lot easier. So this is the classic OG Black Sewing Network logo. Right. Oh, so yeah, so I say, we offer two. So we offer the smaller pouch and we offer the larger one, which is about, this one has more width, but this one is about maybe a time and a half, like 150% larger width wise. Either way, I travel with both. They're amazing. Hello, hello, hello. Hey Tyra. Hey Shishi. Welcome in. So we're gonna make this today. This is pretty straightforward. So something I'm gonna do different today, than I forgot to do last week, but that will be included in both kits is we're gonna add a D ring to the side. We're gonna make the key fob again today, but I need to remember. So when y'all see me like start to sew this up before I close this and close this pouch, please remind me if y'all don't see me add attach the D ring. Please remind me, y'all. Please don't let me get through this live. All right. So one thing that I did differently. So in the kit, let me just tell you what you get in the kit. In the kit, you get all the fabric that you need for the pouch, including the lining. You get some scrap fabric for the we're gonna do zipper tabs. You get the zipper. You get the fabric for the key fob. I give you the hardware. I do give you some interface, but I am not. I last week I used foam. I'm not supplying you with foam. We did it with foam last week. This week, what I'm going to do a little bit differently because I had some in my stash. I'm going to try this. Hey, Grace. Hey, Cake. I'm going to try this with batting today just because I had some left. So, batting you typically see in like quilting projects. You might see it in like a pillow project or something. It doesn't give, it's not as sturdy as the foam. You see it in some bags. But it does, like, it might give you a little smooth element. Now, I did apply it using some woven interface on top. What I will say is I use my heat press to do it, and it just flattened the batting right out. So if you want that effect, I would say probably use like some basting spray or some fabric glue. Hey Risha, hey Tajdri, to do it, to apply it, because that heat press smashed it all the way down. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. So if you are interested in either of the bag kits, we are fully stocked for the pre-sale of like the merch, the BSN merch. We have sweatshirts in different logos. We have 4 different designs for our sweatshirts, hoodies, as well as t-shirts in different colors. We have black, we have lime, yellowish green, and we also have gray in stock now. So yeah, we're locked and loaded. I'm super excited about that. But yeah, let's get into the sew along for today. I want to try to pull up some tunes, okay, some music to get us going. Hi, RVBs. How are you? So the kits and the merch will start shipping out next week. Thank you all that have already ordered. I appreciate your support. But if you haven't ordered yet, it's not too late. It's not too late for you to order. Yeah, but I appreciate all your support in the meantime, in between time. And then let me try to find some music because what the heck? What the heck? Okay, here we go. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, we got a little bit of music, but I can't hear. I can't hear it. All right. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? How's everybody out there doing today? So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prep the key fob. I can't hear y'all. Can y'all hear me? What the hell? Okay, here we go. There we go. Hold on. Okay, that's better. I can hear. All right. How y'all doing out there? Y'all doing all right? All right, we're finally in business. We're back in business, y'all. We're back in business. I'm just trying to share it out to the BSN. If you have not already liked the live, I see it's only 9 likes. It's 20 y'all, 25 of y'all up in here. If you have not already liked the live, please make sure you're liking the live. I appreciate your support in that. Okay. You can hear me? Great, great, great. Okay. So yeah, somebody said to me the other day, like, BSN is only doing bags now. I said, you know what? We might be doing bags quite a bit. Hey Anna, how are you? If y'all didn't know, Big Mat is on sale. Big Mat Rotary Cutting Surface, the official cutting surface of Bex on Network. They are having a 20% off sale. Listen, we can all win. We can all win together. Okay, I'm just cutting the interface off of this right now. I ain't gonna tell y'all when I prep for this live. But anyway, this is a quick sew. It's a really quick sew. I anticipate once we actually start sewing, it'll be an hour and a half. Hi, Brittany. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Armina. So yes, we have been doing a lot of bags in Black Sewing Network as of late. I have just not been feeling like sewing bags, but I will say doing projects like this zipper pouch and bags, they're really, I feel like you can make them faster than clothes. Not all the time. Let me just say not all the time, but you don't have to worry about fit. What you see is what you get with these bags. And I love that for me. Um so yeah, that's how I feel. Yes, I have been making a lot of bags, but I am gonna get back to making clothes, y'all. I'm gonna get back to making. Is this? Oh, this is the large. Yes. So the large is about. I would say, and I estimate, and width wise, it's about. I would say 150% larger than the original size. I will show you the difference between the large and the. So the difference between the large and the smaller one, though, the smaller one has a boxed out edge, whereas the large is just kind of a flat. But you can like add some dimension to the large, um, by doing like you can add a box corner if you really want to. That's up to you. That's your business. Um, but yeah, I was trying to show the large. So yes, this is the large, and I just literally just showed y'all the small. Where's the smaller one? Where's the smaller one, y'all? Did somebody steal it that quick? That quick? Who stole the small? Either way, I'll find it, Armenia, and I will show you. But yes, we are doing the larger one today. I'm good. Thank you for the shout out. Oh, it's 15% on 3 different sizes. Starts tomorrow. 4 days. Okay. And also, what else is happening in BSN land? Let me try to give y'all some updates. So, the Black Summer Network community is super busy, y'all. So, if you're interested in seeing the in-depth tutorial, you can also watch the replay from the last one. That'll be a lot more in-depth. But I am going to do a separate tutorial, like dedicated without all the kind of back and forth in the live. I'll do that another time. So this is a smaller one. Again, small but mighty. But as you can see, we did the boxed out corners. This is a larger one, but this one is flat. I use both. I use this one mainly for like clothes, like you can use it for toiletries, but I feel like this is better for like if you need a little, overnight bag, okay, whether you're taking a quick vacation. When I travel, right? Especially if I fly out of JFK, I don't know what it is about JFK, but they always lose my luggage. So I feel like it's always good to have at least a day or two worth of clothes in your bag when you're traveling. So I could easily squeeze an outfit or two in here with like, a bathing suit, quick little sundress or something, you know what I'm saying? Some flat flip-flops. I will use my bag for this, and I will use this kind of bag for my toiletries. So I'm going to show you guys how I pack my bags when I'm traveling, because y'all know I fly Spirit. Y'all know I fly Spirit. I'm not paying for no check bag. Okay? Okay, we're not paying for no check bags around here. For what? For what? All right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. So we are all good to go. Okay. Hi, Terrence. I love my BSN pouch. We made a sorority with. Yes, thank you, Suki. All right. So while we're talking, I'm going to talk about all the stuff that I know that's going on in the sewing community, right? From A to Z. Okay, we're going to talk about all the things. Okay. So we're going to be sewing and chatting. If you want more of an in-depth one, again, last week I did a very clear in-depth one, and I will talk about like step by step what I'm doing. Okay. Yes, Risha, yes. Oh, so you can use it for your sewing supplies too. But listen, I'm trying to be outside this summer, y'all. I am trying to be outside this summer. I'm trying to be outside this summer, all summer. I'm just saying. So the first thing we're gonna do is this should be bigger. This should be bigger. My bad, y'all. So first thing we're going to do is you're gonna receive, this is gonna be for our, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger because what the hell. I'm gonna create the strap for our key fob and also for our D-ring. You can use the same strap, like the process for both. I'm gonna give you the piece. It's gonna be pretty long. Create it once and then just cut it. Okay. So I'm gonna fold this in half. So this is about 2 inches. Hold on, did I want to do it like that? Basically, you want to create a 1-inch strap. Is this 2 inches? Hold on, y'all. Sorry, this is 4 inches. Because I want to fold it in once. Yes, you want to fold it in once. So you have a line going down the center. Hey, Shauna. I am making a zipper pouch. Nikki, who invited you here? Who invited Nikki into this live? Everybody say happy birthday, Nikki. Her birthday is tomorrow. All right, so then you want to add a piece of zipper tape down the center. So I see this is waterproof canvas, so you will see a line kind of going. It will make an indentation for you. So I'm going to take some zipper tape. If you have not ever ordered like zipper tape, it is called Super Strong Hyper Stick Zipper Tape, double-sided zipper tape from Wawa. Baby, you're missing out. Order you some of this. It is life-changing. If you want to get in some bags, definitely grab you some. I used to try to use the double-sided tape from the dollar store, baby. It is like night and day. It is night and day. It is night and day. So grab y'all some zipper tape from Wawak. So I am putting that zipper tape, and I'm using an 1/8 inch. I probably should be using like a 1/4 inch for this process, but I don't know what I did with my 1/4 inch tape. I don't know what I did with my 1/4 inch tape, y'all. So there's that. There's that. All right. So I am removing part of the zipper tape, okay? And you basically want, so if I had a 1/4 inch, you basically would have an 1/8 and an 1/8 of an inch. So you want to kind of put half, like find the raw edge and put and align it and put it on top of half of the zipper tape. I'm doing it on like 1/16 because baby, I'm using an 1/8 of an inch. But if you had a 1/4, you would have an 1/8 and an 1/8. But that zipper tape is going to help it stay down. So you don't have to use like, as many clips and stuff. But we're going to do the best we can what we got with this 1/8. Okay? We're going to do the best. Not just a day. Not just a day. All right. And then we are going to fold the other raw edge off and put it in the center. You know what I also could do and stop being so cheap? I could have put down 2 pieces of zipper tape. That's what I might do because this ain't hitting. This ain't hitting. So I'm just going to put down another piece of zipper tape. Cause I don't have enough space, y'all. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put down another piece of zipper tape. I was trying to be lazy and cheap. It's fine, girl. It's fine. Just use another piece of, if you only got an eighth, put down two. If you got a fourth, you can get away with what I just attempted to do. Not just a day. Girl, I don't want you to ever treat my birthday like that. I'm putting down another piece of zipper tape I'm sorry, double-sided tape because what the hell? Who got time for that? Fine. All the presents you get, I'll give me all the presents you get then, girl. Give me all your presents. She missed all the April. Let me see. What's the day? Right. That's that Taurus energy though. That Taurus energy be real nonchalant. Like, I'd be like, okay, girl, whatever. Not me. I want all the gifts. I want all the gifts. You know what? I go every other year though. I'll be like, one year I'll be over my birthday. The next year I'll be like, oh, I want all the gifts. All right, y'all. So this is how it's looking. It's not perfect, but again. So you have that down. So then what you're going to do is you're going to fold it over twice. So honestly, with this method, you can press this down and you really don't need a clip, but I'm going, for good measure, I'm going to press this down. I don't have my iron view up, but whatever. I'm going to press this out with my Aliso and I'm going to sit straight down. We just going to keep it light. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it light, keep it simple. Fine, Nikki, you don't want to celebrate? Give me your bag. So I don't know if y'all know. So let me tell y'all the first tea. Let me fill y'all in on the first level of tea. Did y'all know Nikki launched some bags? Nikki launched a bag company, y'all, in private. It was my friend, love her to death. Hey, Marcy, y'all know them bags that y'all been seeing? She it's secretly been launched for a month. I'm like, you gonna say nothing? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. So the official launch is on Friday. It is Aviano bags. Let me know in the chat if y'all want me to go down there. Let me know in the chat if y'all want me to go down there and get all the tea. Do y'all want me and Nikki to do a live for Aviano bags? Let me know in the chat. Like, if y'all want me to go in the chat, that's one of the scourge. I told Nikki we should do what I told Terrence we should do one of them like Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton shows. I told Nikki we should do one of those Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton shows. Nobody wants to do a simple life show with me. Why is that? I think I'm a lot of fun. I'm a lot of fun. Why wouldn't y'all want to do a simple life show with me? I'm just saying. I'm a ball of fun. We're good TV. We are good TV. I'm just saying. Right, Carol? I know. Why is she trying to act like we not good TV? I went and do it virtually. I said I would come there and we could make the bag, girl. I said I would come there, Nikki. I said, listen, Linda, listen. All right, so that is how the bag is looking. We are like an inch apart. Make sure it's an inch, because I'm giving y'all an inch key fob, nothing more, nothing less. So make sure it's an inch, y'all. Make sure it's an inch across. Measure it across, like maybe a little bit less than an inch would be even better. So we're gonna stitch that down once I thread this machine. Okay, we're gonna stitch that down once I thread this machine. I'm just playing, Nikki. I'm just playing, girl. Calm down. Calm down. Shit. Hey, she is just a She calls me angry every day. She's like, "You're so angry." I'm like, "I'm not angry. I'm not angry, girl." All right, let me just give y'all the tea. All right, so that was just a little tea, and the only reason I told y'all that tea is because she came in. If you're watching a replay, Nikki at Beauty Jador is launching a bag line where she is selling custom bags. She calls it. Hold on, let me say it right because I don't want to miss. Are you closer? What did she say? Yes, I'm a lot close. You know what? You can give me my machine for your birthday. That's what you could do. All right, so we're gonna just do a eighth of an inch or an edge stitch all the way down on both sides. So that's what we're about to do, y'all. We're keeping it simple. Okay. So yeah, she has like 3 patterns launched on there. You can get a free guide for leather making. It's bespoke. It's a bespoke process. So you can come up with designs together. It's a really cute concept. Anyway, proud of you, girl. Congratulations. All right. Next up, Grace has launched 3 new patterns. It is a dress. She launched a dress. She launched a what did she launch? A dress, a shirt. I don't know. I just got the email in the DM tab. Oh no, you're not. No, you're not hating. No, you're not hating sewing machine. Do I need to change my needle? What kind of needle was in here? Child, we're gonna vibe out with the needle we got. What I say? What I do? What I do? What I say? Y'all know I just be saying stuff out my mouth. Grace, okay, she launched a dress, a shirt, like a button-up shirt pattern, and she launched a peplum top. A dress, a peplum, and a shirt. That launches tomorrow on May 1st. Congratulations, Grace. Okay, here we go. We're back in business. Let me go from the other way. This is acting crazy. Let you see what? Thank you. There you go. Grace is here. There you go. Grace is here. It says it will be launched tomorrow. She'll be making them on live throughout the month of May. So make sure you're tuned into her lives. Grace is going to be prepped and ready for her live. Right, Grace? You're going to come prepped already, right? Ready to sew. You see how I came in, explained the features, and I got the sewing, girl. I got the sewing. Make sure y'all use BSN in the coupon code for 10% off. Okay, I'm just saying. So congratulations, Grace, on launching 3 patterns. Congratulations, girl. Hey, Lene. Oh, Lene, look at you, just in time. Lene is looking for pattern testers. Crafty by Lene is looking for pattern testers. I guess I should put that in the description on the replay. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll be nice and add that to the. I'll just post it on BSN in their stories. I'll just post it in the stories. All right, y'all. Sorry, I'm back on track because I'm getting distracted. All right, we're going down. Doing the edge stitch. All right, so we're going down and we're gonna do an edge stitch on both sides. Okay. Okay. What's my next story? What's my next update? My next update is as we're doing this edge stitch. These look so suspicious. This looks so suspect. So suspect. Oh no, I need to change the needle. Oh no, ma'am. Child, let's pray we got another needle up in here. Lord, everybody drop some prayer hands. We need another needle. Okay, we have one. We're gonna hope this one works. Because what the F? What the heck? That was terrible. All right, next up on the pattern drop tip in the Black Sewing Network world, as we sew this and switch out the needle. That's another thing. I recommend for this, do a universal. It is going to be made out of waterproof canvas, so a universal needle, heavy duty. Upholstery fabric needle would be good for this. Don't use ballpoint. Make sure you got the right needle in. Okay, okay. I'm actually using Zesty Couture fabric. Grace, do you have some more black and white fabric? I'm using for the lining. We're supporting black businesses, okay? All up and through this bag, we're supporting black businesses. So I'm using Zesty Couture fabric, African fabric as a lining. Take the interface that I use to stabilize the lining a little bit. The waterproof canvas doesn't need to be stabilized, but if you do want to add like foam or add additional stabilization, you can. Just keep, like, if you use foam, keep it off the seam allowance. Your bag will also come with a seam ripper because I'm about to use it right now. Actually, I'm gonna use something else. I know, right, Grace? I'm actually going to use Lynn taught me about this this won't be included, but the scalpel. Do y'all use scalpels? I'm giving y'all a seam ripper. This scalpel shit is dangerous. This scalpel shit is dangerous, but it's quick. But I will be supplying you all with a seam ripper. It's safer. Beauty Jador, your bags look great. I watched the video. Yes, her bags are cute. Where I'm gonna make one. I'm going down there. I'm making the she's launching another one. I don't know if she put it on the site. But yeah, she is. We're doing the if y'all saw her bag on Threads, the gray one, the gray suede one, that's the one I've been really wanting to make. So yes, that is a lot better. Child, yes. Make sure y'all using the right needle. Lord Jesus Christ. Much better. Also, extend your stitch to about 3.0 or 3.5. If you have a industrial, you can go even larger if you want. All right, I'm gonna buy some. I was trying to see if I would win your contest, but that's fine. I'll just buy some. Oh yeah, Grace and Renee extended their contest, y'all. Grace and Renee extended their contest, so you still have time to enter. Renee extended hers until Friday. Renee extended hers until Friday, and Grace extended hers until Sunday. So I definitely plan on entering. I'm gonna try to get everything in by Friday though, because one of the ones for Grace, I want to also make a bag from her fabric, and I want to make a bag using one of Renee's patterns. So we're gonna see if I can make it work. This live today is unhinged. Oh, I see. RV Beads is watching the is on a little delay. It's a slight delay. All right. So we're in business. We're back in business. The needle is needling the way I needed the needle. Okay. So I'm going to just cut off maybe 1.5 inches. And that's what I'm going to use for my D ring. Maybe 2 inches. I'm going to cut off 2 inches from this that I'm going to plan on attaching my D ring with. So now we have two pieces, all right? We have two pieces, one that you can use for your key fob and one that you're going to use for your D-ring. This is a little short of a key fob, but that's fine. You'll get the point. So for the key fob, what you want to do next is you want to close up your key fob like this, and you want to just do, a couple, you can do zigzag stitch, but you want to go back and forth a little bit at the top just to close that up. It'll make it a lot easier for you to add your key fob. You'll see that momentarily. Okay, now you want to act funny. I'm going back up. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh, y'all. I broke a needle. Not I broke a needle. What is happening today? Today is pure chaos. We're not saving that. We're not saving this live. It is pure chaos today. What is happening, girl? It is pure chaos today. Let's see if I have any other needles on here. Do you have any other needles on here, Carmen? Or maybe not. Well, that was short-lived. Let's see what we have working in here. Do we have any other needles in the back? Okay. No, I have a knit needle. Don't be like Carmen. Don't be like me, y'all. All right, listen, we're back in business. We got some more needles. We love to see it. Okay, well, let's see if this works. Child! Let's hope this works. Oh my goodness. Is anybody else sewing out there? Is anybody else sewing out there in the audience? Child, why is it so hot? I'm trying to think what other tea I have for y'all. I already talked to y'all in my stories about the BSN summer series. So we're looking at like the last weekend of each month for an event for BSN. So the last weekend in June for a little cookout situation, kickback cookout situation. They're all going to be kind of in Philly, South Jersey initially. July, we're going to the Met to see the Met exhibit. That's going to be like the last weekend of July. And then I don't think the last weekend of August, it might be second to last weekend, like the third weekend of August. We're looking to do a trap sale situation. Hi, Sen. Welcome in. So if you're in the Philly area, definitely, or Philly, I say from Philly all the way down to maybe like Maryland. From as far up as Connecticut. I hope to see you at some point this summer. Because we're going to have a good old time. I'm committed to having a good summer with y'all. I think it'll be a fun time. And it will give me insight into whether or not I want to do big, whether I want to go bigger with like events with BSN, So come on down to New York. Come on down to Philly. I will also, Black Song Network is also a sponsor for Baltimore Frogtails. I'm trying to figure out what I want to give. Any ideas will be recommended. Keep it cute, keep it light. I'm thinking about just giving money, to be honest. I'm thinking about giving money, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to prep my D ring next. Oh, shit. All right, so for the D-ring, very similar process. I'm going to just slide the 2-inch strap that we created for the key fob. We're going to slide that through. You can put a little piece of double-sided tape at the end to just keep it together, up to you. But I'm just going to do a quick little stitch up and down. And you want to do this since you have the hardware on. I like to use my zipper foot for this part of the process. Not you acting funny. Not you acting funny, little boy. We can't do anything if the machine's not threaded. Anybody taking any vacation this summer? Is anybody in the audience taking a vacation this summer? What are y'all doing this summer? What are y'all giving? Nobody? Okay. For Mother's Day, I don't have any vacations planned, but I have a whole bunch of I want to go to a couple concerts this summer. For Mother's Day, we are going to see Alvin Ailey. Super excited about that. We're going to see it in Newark. So hide your kids, hide your car. So yeah, that's what I have planned next. And so now I'm going to prep the zipper. So in each pouch or in each kit, you will receive a zipper by the yard. Okay, you'll receive it. I will put the zipper on for you. But if it comes off, don't worry. You can put it back on yourself. So what I'm going to basically do now is I'm just going to prep a couple. I'm going to put some zipper tabs on. And there are different ways to do it. But basically, you want to have a clean finish at the end of your zipper. Okay. So that you don't have that raw zipper kind of sticking out. And, my process is honestly, I just put the right side of the zipper down on the zipper teeth. So here's the zipper teeth. You want to put right side of the waterproof canvas down. And you want to kind of just stitch it at a 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. So you want to cut off your threads. And I keep it simple. So you can press it down. I'm just going to finger press it. And you can make your zipper tab whatever width you want. So I'm just going to kind of fold it over. I'm going to make it probably like a 1/4 inch. So you can have it that width or you can make it even bigger. That's your business. But you will have more than enough scrap fabric to make it as big or small as you want. It can be like a 1/2 inch like that. So we're going to make it maybe a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to top stitch that. So I just find it's easier to prep everything. You can put a little piece of zipper tape down if you want to keep everything sturdy. It's up to you. I'm going to wing it. I'm going to wing it with some clips. Okay, we got one side done. And I'm just going to double check my oh shit. I'm gonna should double check my fabric pieces to make sure it's not too wide. So you want to make sure like your zipper tab touches about a half of an inch of the width. So I'm gonna make mine. I'm gonna cut a little bit of my zipper tape off, just a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to go through the same process and I'm going to stitch down right sides together. So you have, this is your zipper tape, like the elevated piece. And I'm just going to stitch it down at a half of quarter inch seam allowance. And I'm going to just fold it over just to give it a clean finish. This is why I need my walking foot machine. This is why I can't wait to get my walking foot machine. Okay. I cannot wait to get my walking foot machine. Okay. So after this, the process goes pretty fast. Pretty fast after this. We're gonna kind of whip through it, okay? So prep your key fob, prep your D-ring, prep your zipper. And good to go. Again, if anybody's interested in grabbing your BSN kit, definitely use the link in the description to grab yours. All right, so this is what we're looking like. Okay, we have a functioning zipper. Okay, kind of long. It's like 16 inches or something like that. All right, so now we're going to get into our main pouch. So the first thing again that I'm going to do before I forget is I'm going to add my key fob. So I'm going to add, you can add it to whatever side you want, but I'm going to add the D-ring to the left side. You're going to measure down probably about, I'm eyeing it, probably about a inch. And we're going to put our D-ring at the top. Where the did I put my D-ring? If I can find it. If I can find it. I'm always losing stuff, y'all. I'm always losing things. So I got my D-ring here. I mean, I got my key fob here. I got my D-ring here. Okay. That's what we're doing today, y'all. Please don't make me make another one. Please don't make me make another one. Hi, Fauna. Because I do not feel like making another one. Please don't make me do that, Lord. Lord, please. Please. Child. Let's see if I put it in here, child. Nope. Nope. I swear. Forget it. Here we go. Lord, it was right here. All right. So we're going to go down about an inch. Right here. Again, if you want to put some zipper tape, you can. And we're going to just stitch up and down. We're going to base that down to the side at like 1/8 of an inch. Basting, I always do it about 1/8 of an inch. So you want to go back and forth about twice. Again, if you have a walking foot, this might be a good time to use it. I don't have mine attached, but that's my business. That is my business. All right. Something's going on with my. What is going on with my thing? Whoa! Something is definitely going on with my Wi-Fi. Oh well. All right. I don't know what's happening. Can y'all see me? If you can see me, can you comment? If you can see me, can you comment? Huh. This is weird. Something's happening with my you can see me? Okay. Everything is kind of disconnected on my end. That is suspicious and that is very weird. The aliens are here. In the words of Tydri, the aliens are here. Okay, well, there's that. I lost connection. Anyway, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all the easy way to apply your zipper. I'm going to show you the easy way to apply your zipper. So I'm going to find the midpoint for my zipper. I don't advise clipping it. The bad girlies will really hurt me if they saw me doing this. Find the center point of your zipper. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sandwich in my zipper to with my lining. My zipper, so I'm going to lay down, and you can use double-sided tape for this. In fact, I am, to make life easier on yourself. All right, so you find the midpoint of your zipper. Use chalk. Don't be like me. Use chalk. Find the midpoint of your zipper. I'm hungry, y'all. What did y'all eat for dinner? I didn't eat anything, and I'm starving. I'm trying to avoid going to Grubhub, y'all. I'm trying to avoid going to Grubhub. So any ideas for what y'all are eating tonight will be greatly welcome. Oh, Lord. Not this thing acting like a little funkadonk. All right, so we're going to put the right side of the zipper down on the right. Carmen, do you wear what? I don't wear corrective lenses. I don't. Laura RVB, you are delayed, girl. So I am sandwiching in the zipper to the lining. So I put my zipper tape down. I'm gonna slide my zipper down a little tad bit, like in the middle. Spaghetti and salad sounds delicious. I've been trying to stay away from pasta though because it go right to my thick bone. And so you want to lay your right side of your Ankara fabric or your lining, whatever lining you want to use. You'll be supplied with lining. You want to lay that down right side to right side. You could put another piece of zipper tape down. So that I like the sandwich in method, so I don't have to like stitch twice. But if you want to base first and then come back through and then add your lining in, you can do that. That's your business. If you want to base the zipper and then stitch it down, you can do that. But I like to sandwich it in like this because it's just easier and quicker. But it's completely up to you. All right, y'all. So we're gonna stitch down. I have a sandwich in. So you have the zipper face down to your outer fabric, and then you have your lining on top. So your lining is gonna be right side to right side, and we're going to stitch that down at about a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Have your zipper foot at that point. Honestly, for this whole project, for the whole pouch project, I keep my zipper foot on. I keep my zipper foot on. Oh shit. So watch your zipper. Watch out for your zipper. I feel my zipper coming up. So what I'm going to do is keep my needle down and I'm going to slide it. I showed y'all this last week. I'm going to slide it up and out of the way of the needle. We don't want to have any more broken needles today. Okay. Child, I'm not. You want to make sure you pin this, y'all. Don't be like me, so you can keep all your layers together. You want to keep all your layers together. Not pin it, clip it. I prefer clips for my bags. I clip my bag, I pin my clothes. So, and that's how it looks. So I want to make sure that it's even across the board. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So again, I used batting today. Last week um I used foam, but this week I used batting. And so I'm gonna go through really quickly, and you can do this at the end, but I'm just gonna do it right now while I'm here. Is I'm going to top stitch. I'm gonna top stitch this. I'm gonna extend it to a 3.5. Keep my zipper out of the way. I'm gonna stitch it down at like an edge stitch length. I want some spaghetti. And what really looks nice is if you're comfortable with top stitching, do it in a different color. Do it in white. But if you like, girl, no, I need to keep practicing, do it in black. Do it in black. Do it in black, girl. Okay. Boom. Good to go. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Child, I sold my thing. So don't do what I did. I mean, I'm going to make it work. But you want to make sure that you are sewing this evenly. Like when you sandwich it in, you want to make sure you're sewing your lining in evenly. As you can see, there's some overhang here. And there is some, like, it's kind of off center here. But I'm going to make it work. But you just want to make sure your lining is really, really aligned with your outer fabric because you don't want that overhang. You want it to be nice and even. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work today. Okay. All right. So now I'm adding the other side. Same process. You want to put your right side down on your zipper. You can add find the center point of your bag at the top. And I'm going to base this on first, though. I'm not going to sandwich in because we had a little situation last time. So I'm going to do right side to right side together. I'm going to base that down. And then I'm going to add the lining on top momentarily because I want it to be nice and even. And we already had a little situation with me trying to rush. So I'm just basting this down to like 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. How long we been on here? 58 minutes. So we're at our hour mark and I'm almost done, y'all. So now my needle is funny. All right. So now we have the one side in. So I'm going to put right side to right side together for my lining. So here's the right side of my lining. I'm going to get the other piece and I'm going to align the raw edge of the top of the lining to the raw edge of the zipper. So we just want to make sure that it is straight all the way across, that they match up on both ends and that we don't have another situation. So again, raw edge of your lining is going to the raw edge of your zipper. Let's not have another YOLO moment here, Carmen. Let's not do that again, okay? Wow. That's why you can't have nice things. That's why you can't have nice things, Carmen. All right, so I am going down. We're gonna easel down, and you can, when you do base it in, you can use that stitch as a guide to just make sure you're on track. Okay. I'm just sliding my zipper down a little bit out of the way. You want to fill the zipper teeth as you're going, though, just to make sure that it's close, but not too close to the zipper teeth. So we're sewing it again at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. All right, my bobbin looks like it's acting a little funky. Let's see what's happening with my bobbin. Like, girl, what's happening here? What is happening? I know what I need better thread. I know that much. Let's see if that's better. What the hell? I feel like my machine is not. All right. The bobbin was in wrong and it was bunching up my thread. That looks a lot better. We're back in business. All right, but now it's a little bit too close for my liking. So we have to definitely do some top stitching. Get that top stitching right. So we're going to top stitch it so that the fabric stays out of the way of the zipper. So you want to pull your lining fabric super taut. So again, this bag is a lot easier because you don't have like any boxing out of the corners at the bottom. So another good thing for you to do at this point before you top stitch, don't be like me, is you want to press this down. It will be good for you to press at this point as well. Child, what is happening? What is happening here? What is happening here? Child. Did I? Hold on. Not the thread came out, y'all. Y'all was really letting me sew with no thread. Y'all was letting me sew off of vibes. Y'all was really letting me operate on here without thread in my needle. Where are my friends? Where are my friends? Where are my friends? Friends. How many of us have them? Hi, Chris. How are you? I'm just in here sewing with no thread in my needle. I'm just in here sewing with no thread in my needle. How you doing, girl? Lord, I need better friends. I need better friends. Y'all would have a girl out here. Child. I'm just saying. Good. How was your flight back home? Do you come to the States like once a year? All right, y'all. We're going back in for the top stitch. We're going back in for the top stitching, child. Let's go back in. Child, that's crazy. Again, you don't want to get too close to the zipper teeth. I definitely got way too close. Oh, you try to come once a year? Okay. Yo, what is happening, dog? Like, what is happening? My thread is really acting up today, y'all. Let me see something. Let me see something. Do I have black thread in here? Maybe I can get some black thread. Do I have black thread in here? Cause girl, this is whack. Oh my goodness. I don't know what just dropped. Let's hope for the best. My machine is acting funky, which is even more reason why I feel like I need my this is even more of a sign that I need my industrial. This is even more of a sign that we need to get my industrial, y'all. This is more of a sign. I don't ignore signs. Do y'all ignore signs? Because I don't. I do not ignore signs. I'm just saying. And neither should y'all. I'm just saying. I'm starving. And second sign is don't come on live hungry. Don't be like me. Don't come on live hungry. It ain't cute. Don't come on live hungry like me. It ain't cute. Not you want to keep us longer. No. We listen, an hour and a half is long enough for a live. It is adequate. It is sufficient. RVBs, did you go walking today? Has anybody been doing the walking challenge with Aisha? I need to be doing that challenge myself. All right, y'all. So this is what it's looking like. This is the zipper is in. The zipper is in. The D ring is on. The D ring is on. The zipper is in. Get them threads out of the way because I have a problem with not cutting my threads and it being all in the way. So just get all them threads out the way. So we're gonna cut them up. But essentially the bag is done. So we're gonna get all. So it's a very like I said, very long and wide bag. Don't sew too close to the zipper teeth. I definitely did that, but when you top stitch, it kind of keeps that fabric out of the way as well. So it's fine. It's totally functional. That is what we're looking at right now. Did he ignore me? If he ignored me, I'm never responding to his messages again. We are never responding to his messages again. Okay, make sure y'all come to Twitch tomorrow. I got story time. I got story time for Twitch tomorrow. Make sure y'all go to Twitch tomorrow. I just can't leave it on tape, and it's gonna be left up here. Make sure y'all come on Twitch tomorrow. Okay, okay. All right. Anyway, so this is what we're working with. So basically, all you're gonna do now is you're gonna put the right sides of your outer fabric tomorrow together. So that's what it's gonna. And you're gonna put the right sides of your lining together. And we're going to stitch all the way around at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So you're going to clip all your bag all the way around. And you're going to go down around one big triangle, like one big rectangle, y'all. Okay. So you're going to go down the sides. And that's why we had those zipper tabs. So you can kind of see the zipper tab here, but there's going to be some space there, right? So we're going to sew all the way around. But we're going to leave an opening at the bottom of the lining side. So I like to keep about a 5-inch opening on the lining side for your birthing. Another thing you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure you keep a little bit of your zipper open. Keep like open up the zipper before you start this process. So I'm going to start at the part of the lining that I want to, keep open. Shut. And I'm just going to go all the way around. Clip, like if you are, suspicious about keeping your stuff aligned, use more clips. Like if you want to, make sure that you don't fall out of alignment with your lining, you want to make sure everything is together. Definitely make sure you clip more. I be operating on vibes, child. I be operating on vibes. Don't be like me. What happened here? Child, I'm already messing up. This is why you need to clip and make sure you don't sew on top of your stuff. Don't be like me. Already using a seam ripper, but luckily I'll be providing you with a seam ripper because those like me out there will definitely be messing up. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. There's that. Oh, okay. I hope everything is good and that everything works out and that they gave you something to make you feel better. Muscle cramps suck balls. So I hope that you find relief very soon because that is no fun. That is no fun at all. So sorry that my bag is all in your shot. So again, we're sewing at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Might need to move y'all back so y'all can see a little bit more. This is my laptop computer. I might need to start using my phone for this. Child. What is happening? Lord! Not my thing being incorrectly threaded. Oh, don't rush, y'all. Don't be like me. Don't rush. My thread has been giving me the blues today. What is... Try another. The blues. Make sure you get some rest, RV beads. Okay. Let's try this one. Let's hope this works better. Thanks for rocking with me, y'all. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna try to be on time. I'm gonna try to be on time tomorrow on my Twitch live. We're gonna see though. We gonna see, cause me and Tom don't really be working. We don't go together real bad. We don't go together real bad. Me and food go together real bad. Me and time do not. All right, y'all. Let's hope that this she on her act right now. Please be on your act right. Child. Okay, this is a little bit better. We're acting better. We're acting a little bit better right now. And honestly, you can use whatever seam allowance you want. That's your business, okay? Whatever seam allowance you want to use, that's your business. I'm using a quarter. If you want it a little bit bigger, you can use an 8. Just when you select your seam allowance, stick with that seam allowance, though. That's what I will say. Hey, Brooklyn sent me. Shout out to our resident Fed agent. Brooklyn Timmy is in the building. Brooklyn Timmy is in the building. Hey, girl, hey. The Feds are in the building. The Feds are in the building. Hey, Brooklyn Timmy girl. I'm just saying. Remember, we had that little overhang, so I'm dealing with that right now from the outer fabric. Just saying, girl. beauty. All right. We got a little situation. We had a little situation. I just need to make sure everything is, yes. So I'm going to cut my corners. And I'm going to turn from my opening. Honestly, I don't be worried about all these threads on the inside because who's going to know? Who's going to see them? All right. So I'm going to find that opening in the zipper. It ain't perfect, but ain't nobody going to know when you flip it inside out. It's kind of like, you know, you can hide some things when the lights turn out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about the inside of the bags. That's how I feel about the inside of the bag. You can hide some things, okay? Hide all them imperfections in the inside of the bag, on the inside. Nobody, who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? I'm just saying. Who's gonna know? Okay. It's time for bed. Girl, I need you to mind your business, Alexa. So it looks like we've been on here for an hour and a half. So we're gonna poke out those edges. We're gonna poke out these edges. So, like I said, I will say the batting it does smooth stuff out, not as much as the foam, but it's not as thick. The foam was a lot harder to birth. So just use your point turner to get those corners crisp. I'm using scissors. Don't be like me. Don't be like me, but definitely clip your corners. We want to get those things crisp and nice. And this is like a nice sturdy bag, y'all. It's a nice, like really sturdy bag. Very durable. Oh, that was my thread. That was giving me the blues. That thread was giving me the blues. I'm gonna definitely invest in like some Tech 45. My domestic can't handle real heavy embroidery thread, but your industrial can. But I find when you put like the embroidery thread either as a top stitch or you just need to put it as one or the other, like the bobbin or trying to get the corners like real out, but it's acting funny. It's acting funny. So I'm just gonna close up. Wait. So you just want to pull out and poke out your D-ring, which I have there. Another thing I'm going to poke out is my zipper tabs. So you want to do all of this before you before you close up the bag. So you want to poke out all four corners. All right. I got one side. You see the zipper tab right there. It looks really clean. So I'm going to do the other side as well. All my bag girlies, I'm sure, are cringing at the fact that I'm using a scissors, but they'll be all right. Okay. Okay, so that look good. That look good. So yeah, clip all your threads and stuff. So that y'all see how good that looks? Y'all see how bomb that looks? Y'all see how cute that looks and how easy it was? So you just want to kind of smooth in, make sure everything you don't have any puckers or anything like that before you close up your bag. And now I'm about to close it up. Snipping those threads. Yeah, so we're ready to close her up. She's cute. She's cute. Yes. Yeah, so this is a bigger one, but yes, I love both of the bags. She's cute or whatever. It's a very similar process, but I find that this one is a lot easier because it does not have the boxing out at the bottom. This is like much more straightforward, and the bag is bigger. I love them both. I use them for different reasons, but they, could be used for a similar thing. The smaller bag can't fit clothes though. This one can fit clothes. Um, and I'm gonna show y'all how I fit my outfit. That's why I need to do some more marketing stuff. So the bag kit will come with a couple clips as well. Not enough, but you probably need some more. But it gets you started with 4 clips, 4 or 5 clips. All right, so we are going to just close up and you can hand stitch this if you want to keep it clean. You can hand stitch it. That's your business. I'm not. All right, we're gonna close it up. Not really liking that thread. Child, what is happening? Not me running out of bobbin. Not me running out of bobbin. And we're not threading a new one. It said not today, girl. Oh, that's why my thing was. Oh, shit. This is why this thing was acting funny. Child, I gotta clean out my machine. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Not me having to clean out my machine. Okay. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna work on my contest look. All right, let's try to finish this. Let's try to finish this bag, child. Definitely going to be going in and I need to take my machine in for maintenance. Do y'all take y'all machines in for maintenance? All right, boom. So now my set is complete. So we're just gonna poke her right back on in here. We're gonna clip them threads later. I'm gonna try another technique for creating a key fob. This isn't how I typically do it. So you'll have 2 options for your key fob, and I'm gonna include both of them in the kits. So you'll have this, but you'll need you'll need one of these to put it in, but I'll include one of these. So, if you have like some pliers or something, you can easily use that to kind of close this up. And this is the quickest way. But I'll also be including a lobster claw in. So I'm going to try this method that I saw on the internet for creating or a key fob. So first she just stitched it closed. She put the key fob through the lobster claw like that. Like just slips it through, and we're gonna stitch it at the end. Again, this may or may not work. I can't confirm or deny if I remember how to do the process correctly. All right, hold on. If not, we'll just use. I didn't really want to use my other one because I felt like. And then she turned it around. That's exactly what she did. All right, yep. And you bring it down. Okay, all right. I remember. Let's go through the process. I remember it now. Let's go through the process. All right. One more again. You will receive this kind of key fob. I mean, this kind of key ring holder. You'll receive both of them inside your kits. Both kits will include both. Okay, you see the difference? This is a lobster claw. This is like a keychain, but you will need this contraption for finishing it, right? So we are going to. I'm gonna show you how to finish a key fob with this version. If you just want to use this, you don't have to use this. Like, say you don't have this little like a pliers or something like this, you can create a key fob with this. So we're gonna slip this through your key fob. I mean your lobster ring, right? Like that. And we're gonna stitch it at the end. I didn't want to use this one because this is too short, but I didn't want to waste it. I didn't want to waste this because this isn't really long enough, but it's enough to show you this demonstration. So we're gonna sew back and forth at 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. So we're gonna go back and forth. All right. So then, again, you can make 2 key fobs if you want. You can make another one. Like, you don't have to use both of them on this bag. So then we're going to pull this up. We're going to kind of flip it around so that the closure is on the top. So we're going to flip this out like this, right? So that the raw edges are on the inside and this is on the outside. And it's very similar to, like, when you do a French seam in sewing. So you want to clip that as close as you can because you're basically going to take that key fob. You're going to take that lobster claw and you're going to kind of like hug it at the bottom because it's like a D-ring. It's a lobster claw, but it's a D-ring. You can't really see. Y'all see it? Y'all see it's like shaped like a D-ring, but it has a lobster claw. So you're going to take it at the end and you're going to kind of pull it up and tug it. And then you're going to just do a stitch right here. So that's why I clipped some of the seam allowance off on the other side. You're going to bring it up, hug it like this. You can clip it on the other side to just keep it secure. And we're just going to do a top stitch here. And you want to make sure you have your zipper foot on. Zipper foot, walking foot, whatever. So you want to stay out of the way of that hardware, but that way you do that is you can use your zipper foot. Okay. And that is the other way to do the key fob. So again, you have this one that you can use, and you just have your lobster claw by itself. Again, this was too short, so that's why I didn't want to waste my my original one. So we're just using it because I can easily reuse this hardware. Once I close this, I really can't use that hardware like that. So I can, after this live, I'm going to take it off and I'll redo it. But so we have our D-ring on the side. You can link it to your D-ring like that and have it hanging like that. Or since it's so short, yours will be longer. I'll give you a longer piece. You can easily put it in your zipper pull and use it to close and open your zip. And you can still put keys on this if you want. So there you have it. This is the one like with the regular one. And this is the one with the lobster claw. You can kind of see the difference. You see? But anyway, so our bag is done. Like it's actually fully completed. No, this won't be a whip. This is complete. Ready for me to take on vacation. Okay. So again, you have two versions. This is this more sizable one. It's about the same in terms of height, but in width, this is about 150% larger. So same, about the same height, but 150. And if you wanted to box, like give it more dimension, you can easily just box out the corner if you really want to. That's your business, though. That's your business. Okay. But yeah, thank you all again for hanging out with me tonight. This was a cute and simple and straightforward live. We will be live on Sunday making another bag. And then next week I'm gonna get back to clothes, y'all. I'm gonna make some clothes next week. Um, but this was fun. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for supporting the BSN store, the merch store. We have a lot of things exciting and in store for the summer. Summer series. We have merch. We have solo every day, of course. We have to have a baby shower for Nikki. She's gonna be a nana. She's not having a baby, Lord. She's not having a baby, but we have to have a little sprinkle for Nikki. I'm trying to think of anything upcoming. Grace is coming out with some patterns. Renee is coming out with some patterns. And so yeah, BSN has a lot going on. So I'll make sure you're signed up for our newsletter. I'll be sending out some information about everything going on with us in May. And in June, the summer series. So yeah, I'm putting together that newsletter now. And I hope to send it out in the next week or so just to keep you guys updated and abreast of all things going on with the BSN. But it's exciting. It's an exciting things in store for us. And I just want to thank everybody for being a part of it. And on that note, I'm going to bid you all adieu. I'm going to change this media assets. I'm going to change it so the outro is BSN's outro. But again, I appreciate you all for being here, and I will talk to you guys later. See you on Twitch tomorrow. Peace. Bye.